Hey, Pokemasters! Michael here. Nah, I'm kidding. But there's actually a new leak to Pokemon Sword and Shield. There's like one, two, three, four, five, six, seven Pokemon that are introduced, and two of them are the Sword and Shield mascots, which actually um just kind of a theory on this, on the Sword and Shield thing, and I just thought of it today, and I thought I would share it to you guys. And look at this boy. Look at this boy right here. He's called Trip. I just put like I just made his name like chicken scratches so that no one can understand, but if you look closely, you can see like a letter T, a letter T, and then in that line right there in the T, you can make an R, and then there's a P here, but where's the I? The I is actually right here, and then you can make the P. So that's Trip. That's his signature, or something like that. I just made it up yesterday. I made him yesterday, and he's a precious boy. Okay, he is precious boy, and if you hurt him, I will hurt you. Okay, but more on over to Sword and Shield. The theory on I would do is this is like one of the plot in the plot things of Sword and Shield, because every single um Sword and Shield well, not Sword and Shield, but Pokemon series or games, they have a plot to work with, which is a legendary Pokemon and the people who would get the legendary Pokemon for their evil deeds. Whether it will be to change the climate, or to be the most powerful being in the world, or to go in interdimensions and stop everyone from being from Pokemon, or bonding with Pokemon. So the next thing I think for Sword and Shield is the evil team would get the legendary Sword and Shield Pokemon. I still forgot their names, but um, I'm basing this on a myth slash legend in the Chinese era of, I think, 3 BC or something. That it's a story. It was like a topic from film slash game theory of who would win the on the powerful object, or powerful force, or the unmovable object. So here's how the story goes. So imagine if you were strolling or traveling around the world, and you stop at a road and you see a merchant. You walk to that merchant and you see that he's selling like this sort of spear or sword and a shield. You ask the merchant on what does the sword do, and then he said, "Well, the sword is the most powerful object. It can pierce through any shield, any protection, any object in the world." Then you look at the shield. You ask the merchant on what does the shield do, and he would say this: "Well, the shield is an unmovable object, meaning that it cannot be pierced, and it can protect everyone in its own path, it cannot be broken, nor can it be destroyed. Then you ask this: what would happen if I would pierce the spear to the shield? The merchant has no response. Now, that's just a short preview of the story that I'm going to, or the plot theory that I'm going to tell you. Oh my gosh, it's 5 minutes. And it's kind of really unprofessional for me to say this, but I think I know the plot of the story. So it's like maybe at the climax or going to the ending where you would be led to maybe a cave. No, not a cave. Oh, wait. It's based. Okay, Galar region is based on technology and nature. So probably one of the two legendaries would be in one natural one habitat to another, but we're just going to discuss this. So the evil team would go and summon the legendaries based on the cover. So if it's sword, they would summon the sword legendary. If it's shield, they're going to summon the shield. Uh, shield legendary, and I think that because of that outcome, or because of some sort of force that awakens the legendaries in ultra instinct, or in the force somehow made the other side chaotic. So the sword legendary and the shield legendary will clash together, or fight with each other, resulting in some sort of havoc. Now you, as the player, would try your best to stop the two from fighting. It's kind of like Emerald. Just imagine Emerald, uh, Ruby, Sapphire, and an Emerald, but instead of climate change, you would say it is an unbalance to nature and technology, because the Galar region is based on nature or natural versus technology or artificial. It's kind of like, okay, I'm just gonna tie this up. Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald plus black and white equals sword and shield. That's the plot. But it's like unbalance between things, and things start to get real and poop, you know, and and then you're the kid, an 11-year-old, 10 to 11-year-old kid who's gonna stop that force. And as I said, an unstoppable force with an unmovable object. Imagine if they collided together. I could really imagine they would cause maybe a nuclear or that scene in some movies where like one sound or one collision turns into like bam and bursting with the white light. Maybe in based on the games, based on the nature versus technology thing, maybe one of the gameplay or one of the games, like for example sword, if sword is technology, if would the outcome would be like this: sword and shield would be collided together and then burst of white light, and then the outcome could be A, you fix it, or B, it turns into a wasteland, I think, like a technologic wasteland, like you're teleported to the future and see what has happened. It could be a wasteland or it could be like that. Second, if it's shield and if it's based on nature, it could be like um, in the near future. In the near future, you would, see that people start living in natural things. You would see like more moss in your home, more like nature would be out of control. It's like an unbalanced thing that I'm going with. So the plot of the story that I'm going to say is like this. In all summary, I'm sorry for the long video, but in long story short, we're gonna have this: sword and shield collide. We're gonna have a massive breakdown, a massive kaboom, and then based on the games, you either have a tech, like mostly tech world, or mostly natural world, or something like that, which is really an unbalance. Okay, we're gonna base this on the Chinese legend myth thing, and I think it would be like that because there was a leak to Sword and Shield that the Pokemon were the legendary Sword and Shield legendaries fought with each other, and then there was like a force. So there was like a force that they sense, and then the story. You guys know the story, but I'm like waiting for it to be released on in fall or something like that. So yeah, we're just gonna wait. We're just gonna have theories. We're just gonna have leaks. We just gotta wait, okay? So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'm sorry for the scribbles that I did, like this. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and see you guys later. Goodbye. And Trip loves you.